We are really honored today because a good friend of ours offered to come here and kick off our ceremony for us. Some of you know this gentleman very well. Others of you are about to be introduced to an extraordinary talent, a gentleman who has a lot of wit, wisdom, and a zany sense of humor. Mike Pritchard, as you all know, began his career in comedy stage, and in 1980 he won first place in the San Francisco International Stand-Up Comedy Competition, as well as winning the prestigious California Probation Officer of the Year. And yes, he was a probation officer. So if you hear some jokes about probation, parole, and the like, you know this crowd will understand them. Michael has had Hollywood calling, stage calling, and TV calling, but he really prefers to devote his energy and his talent to his community and to inspire young and adults alike to get it right and stay on the right path. So I want to thank you very much for willing to speak, Michael Pritchard.
Graduates, we are honored to be here, and community, we are honored to be here. We're very, very proud of you. We're honored to be with you on this night. Life is a journey. I first started to have kids probably, and my oldest is now 30, but I had adopted many kids over the years and foster cared some kids over the years and helped. And I learned so much more from children than I ever did try to teach them. One of the things I love about kids that are learning different than many of us, and I am a recovering alcoholic as well, many of us are what we might refer to as learning different. I was a learning different kid. I'll talk about that for a second. I learned from children all the time. I had a kid, and it was really a pretty amazing moment. He goes, "Hey, Mr. Pritchard, did you know that the word silent and listen have the same letters?" And I went, "Wow, L-I-S-T-E-N, S-I-L-E-N-T. Silent, listen, wow, that's amazing. How did you know that?" He goes, "Man, I misspell a lot. It's because I'm dyslexic." A little while later, he goes, "How about this one, Mr. P, secure and rescue?" I go, "Wow, secure, wow, that's amazing." I go, "You're really serious?" He goes, "Yeah. They call me stupid sometimes, but I'm smart in another way." He goes, "How about this one? Heart and earth." I go, "Wow, that is amazing." And then he goes, "Check this one out. This is my favorite. Did you know that earth without art is just eh?" When you're working with kids, and I'm constantly talking to them about their heart, this is what we in recovery need. To look at our hearts. A great teacher by the name of Helen Keller was asked, "Oh, Miss Keller, it must be hard for you to be blind." And she said, "Well, it would be if I had no vision." We see with our hearts. We want all of us and the kids to see with their hearts. A little kid, I said, "What'd you learn today by what I said?" "Don't let their bad day be your bad day, or your bad day be their bad day. Don't play angry tag." Wow. "You should come to Washington, D.C. with me. We'll stop off at Sacramento on the way." Another little kid, I said, "What'd you learn?" He goes, "Don't let your sad turn to mad, because then it all gets bad." Wow. Teaching the human heart is important. I have, and I know this is hard for you folks to believe that many comedians have this, it's called attention deficit disorder hyperactivity. I have that. It's hard for you to believe, I'm sure. I can sit at Skywalker Ranch like this, guys. Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Could possibly have ADD. Well, I had a little kid who
hey, Mr. Pritchard, you know what ADD is? I have ADD. I said, Stephen, I have ADD. I know what it is. Hey, you know how many ADD people it takes to screw in a light bulb? No, how many? Hey, want to go to a Giants game?
Yet then in a second, there's genius all around us. And any person who has any kind of challenge in their life, that genius can shine through when we look inside for the answers and not outside. I finished a movie that I would hope that all of you can get an opportunity to see. It's on iTunes, it's on Facebook, it's on Amazon, it's called The Happy Movie. And what we found out is one thing makes a person happy. This is all scientific research. One thing makes a person happy. That one thing is compassion. Caring about, loving others, helping others. Not money, not fame, not fortune, not recognition for anything, but compassion. 42 years ago, as a young medic, I started to realize to take care of wounded people. There's lots of wounded out here. We help each other. If we're wise, we realize that life is triage. In other words, taking care of as many wounded as we can. That's what the program is about. That's what Centerpoint is about. That's what the staff is about. And by the way, let's give the staff from Centerpoint a big round of applause. And the people in the room who have graduated from that, and the community that supports it. This is what it's all about. I learned, I guess, more than anybody from kids that I call a little bit different. These kids are special. I love special kids. I think they're spies from God. I think we took a group of Special Olympics kids to San Quentin. And there was a 6'8" convict getting ready to jump ball against our little Down syndrome guy who's 5'1" and 230. And the referee goes, it's ready to throw the ball up, and our little Downs guy looks up at that great big convict and he goes, you're all mine, badass. They said that was the first time they kind of laughed at you. We call that a miracle. And we never quit 1 minute before the miracle happens. Be the miracle. Be the miracle in your own life. Be the miracle in your heart. Be the miracle in your family's life. Be the miracle. When I was working with special kids, I was playing a little aggravation, little marble and dice game. I go, I can't, wait, you guys can't play without the dice. Where's the dice? And one of the kids goes, Mike, we'll pretend that we have a dice. I get a 5. He needed a 6. I go, Jerry, why didn't you just get a 6? I'm not a cheater. And then in the moment, the one thing that tracks us all to the moment that we're at tonight, to graduate with each other, to look into each other's eyes and be grateful for your lives with each other, to encourage each other. Cour is the French word for heart. Encourage gives strength to the heart. I teach anger management, and I will tell you this is true. Anger past 30 seconds is ego, and it will kill you early. I was teaching anger management, the lady at the airport said, Mike, the guy walked up to me and said, do you have any idea who I am at all? And she said, I just got on the loudspeaker at the airport, and I went, folks, there's a man over here who doesn't know who he is. If any of you recognize him, please come over. I'm assuming he's lost. But you get the point. Laughter, play, collaboration, forgiveness of self and others, caring and concern for a community, being a lifelong learner, accepting yourself, your flaws, loving yourself, being able to get up out of that place where you were and not call yourself a survivor ever, but call yourself an overcomer and a prevader. This is what the 33 years of my life have been about. Pulling myself up, finding my way home. Robert Frost said, home is that place you go where they have to let you in. That could also be called Centerpoint. It's not a location on a map. It's a space in your heart. It's people who you don't forget, including yourself. Finding your home to the people that love you and the community that care about you. I promise you this, graduates, there are so many of us out here who love you and care about you deeply and pray for you and want the best for you and help to uplift you. How then do we get and journey home? How do we do it? We don't look outside for the answers. It's not where we live, what we have, what our clothes tell us, what we bought. It's not the job we have. It's looking inside yourself and knowing. There's a great line that said, when we die and go to see the Creator, all He says is, hey, why weren't you more yourself? Be yourselves. Be fearless as you are yourselves. Journey onwards to that thing about being with each other. Check this line out. I teach kindergartners this line every day. What's the best ship to sail on? Friendship. What's the best ship to sail on? These are our hearts. Those relationships, those partnerships, those friendships we have, that's what gets you through life happy. Build them, nurture them, love them, respect them, honor them, be there. Show up, be there for your friends, be there, be there. Follow through. Put your hand out, make your word your bond. Love yourself. I was teaching special kids. You ever seen a kid run and laugh? I was out of Special Olympics. Boom, the gun goes off, and this beautiful young girl takes off running. You ever seen a kid run and laugh? It reminded me of that movie, Chariots of Fire, when the minister said, and when I run, I feel God's pleasure. And off she goes, she's going, yes! Woo! So a 10-year-old girl, she gets all the way down to the finish line, 40 yards in front of everybody, and she stops. And I was her coach. I said, no, Annie, come here, you win the gold medal, come here, walk to me. No, I'll stay here. No, you will not. They're catching up. Walk to me, you win the gold medal, come here. Walk to me, honey, please. Annie McCarthy, come to me. No, coach. And she turned around, she put her hand out for her friend, who turned and put her hand out for her friend, and then all 6 kids held hands and came across the finish line together. And she goes, whoa! Together we all could win. Together we all could win. You know, our children use the word retard all the time. That's retarded, you're retarded, shut up, oh my God, you're such a retard. As if we couldn't learn from somebody a little bit different. The heart that teaches us well, teaches us love. The heart that teaches us connection, forgiveness to ourselves, teaches us love. I took a group of adult, developmentally delayed folks with me to the Giants game, and there was a funny moment. As we're walking through the turnstile, one of them is standing there, and the curmudgeon-y guy, the angry guy at Pac-Bell, he goes, hey, none of you people move until I find out who's in charge of your whole group. And one of the men goes, Mike, he thinks you're retarded too. We are all retarded. Every one of us is slow in growth and capacitated in some way. But in the friendships that we build here and at this room, and in the rooms of recovery, find your way home to your heart. Know that you're loved. Know that there's so many of this people. All these people in the room, your families, your friends, love you. God, the higher power, loves you. Join them, your family, the higher power. Love yourselves. Join us in loving you. Find your way home. We're waiting with open arms for hugs, love, and encouragement. God bless you.